She said it with a smile, like she was making a toast. My New Year's gift to myself is a separation. The room went dead silent. Her family turned and stared at me. They expected a reaction. Anger. Begging. A scene. I finished my champagne, set the glass down slowly, and said the only word that felt honest. Congratulations. Then I stepped away and made one quiet phone call. Later that night, when she reached into her coat and realized something was missing, the look on her face told me everything. She finally understood. Things had changed. I'm 34. We'd been together almost 4 years. Engaged for less than one. She used to be magnetic, the kind of woman people leaned toward when she spoke. I proposed at the same place we'd had our first real conversation. She cried, hugged me, posted it, everywhere, before dessert even arrived. Her parents loved me. Her friends called us solid. Then fall came. And something shifted. She grew distant, sharp. Everything I did was suddenly wrong. You're too comfortable. You don't push yourself. You don't think big enough. That's when he appeared. A guy from her professional circle. At first, just a name. Then a story. Then, a constant comparison. Expensive watch. Big wins. Always successful. I asked her once, directly, if I should be worried. She laughed and told me I was imagining things. But she was barely home anymore. When she was energized. Excited. Always talking about him. Her parents hosted a formal New Year's Eve party. Black tie. Champagne tower. Dozens of guests dressed like the future was guaranteed. Near midnight, her father raised his glass. Talked about family. Tradition. How excited they were for our wedding in the spring. Everyone lifted their glasses. She didn't. She stared at the floor. Her mother asked if everything was okay. That's when she spoke. She said she'd been doing a lot of thinking. Said she needed space. Said the engagement was being paused. Right there. In front of everyone, every eye in the room shifted to me. Like I'd done something wrong. I didn't argue. Didn't beg. Didn't embarrass myself. I finished my drink in one swallow, placed the glass down carefully, and said, "Congratulations." Her mother gasped. She watched me closely, like she was waiting for a breakdown that never came. I told them I needed to make a call and stepped outside into the cold. I called my brother. Told him to move forward with the paperwork we'd prepared months earlier. Told him to contact the attorney. Lock down anything shared. I wasn't going to lose my dignity and my stability on the same night. Fireworks exploded as midnight hit. People cheered behind the glass. Inside, she was smiling, laughing, surrounded by family, like she'd just freed herself from something heavy. She had no idea what was coming. I went back inside, grabbed my coat, and told her I'd be out by the weekend. By Monday morning, my life was packed into boxes. That afternoon, my phone started lighting up. She couldn't access the accounts. Cards declined. Subscriptions logged her out. I told her the lawyer advised protecting shared assets during a separation. She accused me of punishing her. I told her I was being careful. You wanted space, I said. You got it. Her parents called a few days later. They said she panicked. Said she didn't mean to humiliate me. I asked why that realization came after I moved out. They didn't have an answer. Later that week, she showed up wearing one of my old hoodies. Crying. Saying she'd made a mistake. She asked if we could start over. I said no. Trust doesn't return just because someone regrets the consequences. She handed me the ring. A family piece. Generations old. I took it and thanked her. That made her cry harder. It's been months now. The wedding is cancelled. Deposits gone. I found out she dated the other guy briefly. He lost interest once the fantasy became real. She still calls from new numbers sometimes. I don't answer. That quiet phone call I made that night wasn't about revenge. It was about making sure the person who ended everything in front of a crowd had to rebuild her life. Without leaning on mine.